Hey, how are you? Craft time. Feeling a little blue tonight. Guess it's just my mood. Alright, that's progressed as usual. The Facebook tagging. I'm going to drop the link for if people want to buy me a coffee into the Facebook comments. On the YouTube, it shall be in the actual post description. And here we go. Alrighty. So let's get rolling. I'm actually a little bit early tonight by like 2 minutes. All good. So we're going to jump in. So if you noticed last night, I was trying to work on this card. And I've kind of modified it a little bit now since. I haven't worked on it since the video too much. I just did a little bit of prep, cut some papers. So we're using the Under the Moon stamp. And then I have here the water stamp. And I kind of put a diagonal on the regular D block because I really didn't want to pull out my other block. So I'm like, this will still work. So for this, I'm going to use two blues. We've got Night and Navy and Pacific Point. So I'm going to start with Pacific Point. And along, we'll say the top part of the water, make it Pacific Pointy. So this is an example of using more than one ink in your stamping. And then I'm going to use Night and Navy for the second half. Just kind of mash it together. I might go back over with Pacific Point in a moment. But that way you get a little bit of a blend, kind of. I think it's a great way to kind of work with it. So then I'm going to go back with Pacific Point. And then we're going to stamp it on our piece of paper. Alright, I think we're more or less good. So then flip, make sure I got my direction good, and I want to do it more or less most of the way down. I've stamped. I did not pull out my phone to see if anybody's watching. So let's get that going. As I hang on to that for a good minute to ensure that's going to say, oh, I get an email. I got a bill. Gotta love bills, eh? Alright, I'm getting there. Alrighty, so I think I've held that for a very long time. I might have moved it a little. But there we go. That's how you kind of get the gradual effect of the two colors. I really like it. So then next up, we gotta stamp the moon. So this piece of paper is a little small. I purposely went small because I'll explain in a little while what my plan is. Let me explain. This is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2 inches. So a full 1 inch less on the top and the side, kind of thing, to get that look. Because that's what I'm going for. So now I'm going to take a good moment and clean my stamp. But yeah, not bad for that water look. Hey, I love me a good water scene. Alright, so I've got that. So then I'm going to put that stamp away. I'm actually glad I bought the stamps. I really, really like it. Alright. So the next, I'm going to take the moon stamp. And then we're going to do, again, two-tone color. Now this gets a little tricky. So the two colors I'm going to use are Terracotta Tile and Crushed Curry. I was going to say the wrong name. So I'm going to start with the Crushed Curry. And I want it on the one side of my moon here. I'm going to give it a little more ink. like so. And then the other bit, the rest of it's gonna get the terracotta tile. One second. So I haven't opened this in a while, apparently. Alright. Now this takes a little bit of finessing to very carefully not completely go over. And it's okay if a little bit goes over. Oh no, I just got a cool idea, and I'm still gonna try it on this card. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna bring back the crushed curry just to give it a little more oomph. And I don't mind if this round it goes over a little. And again, one more terracotta tile. That way I've got a good amount of ink. Alright, and here we go. And this is going to go above the water line. I gotta bring it a little closer to me so I can see what the heck I'm doing. There we go. And then we're going to flip it. Now this might be a total disaster. But I just wanted to do the flip just to see. And it didn't really work as well. But that's okay. I might add in some more water in a moment. So let's do that. Just to finish the whole water look, because I want it to go all the way down to the edge of the page. Because now I kind of made a boo-boo. Hey, you don't know until you try, realistically, when it comes to this stuff. Alright, so let's bring back that stamp again. Ah, we're about to give something to Buddy. No, let's not give it to Buddy. So I was going to bring this back. I'm going to get the Knight of Navy. I'm going to mix in some Pacific Point for the heck of it. Just to give it a little more oomph. And go back with the Knight of Navy. It's almost going to be like a purple by the looks of it, but I don't know. Alright, and then I'm going to do like it earlier, but reverse. That way just kind of completes the look. I like it a lot. Now, if I'm worried about how it looks, I can always come in, work on some of that. There we go. So it's a bit of a hot mess, but I like it. And if I'm really worried, I can I like it. It's a bit of a hot mess, but it covered up my boo-boo. So clean it again. Then we gotta bring in our little sailboat. Swimming along out there. Now the sailboat's gonna be a Knight of Navy. Cute little sailboat. Ah. Ink that up really, really well. And then, little sailboat guy. Yeah, like right there. Look at that. That looks really, really good. Alright, so we've got that. And then we just need a phrase. Because I'm doing a birthday card. I really, really like that. And I'm thinking of adding something. Of course I'm going to add something. Alright, I need a gray. So bear with me a moment. I'm going to look for a gray. Because I'm going to add some clouds. I wasn't thinking of it. I'm kind of going stamp crazy here. Oh, hey Dan, how are you? I'm going a little stamp crazy with this set. But this is looking really, really good. So I need a gray color. We're going to put some clouds in here. I got basic gray. I don't want basic gray. I want gray granite. So we've got 5 colors happening in this picture. I'm actually quite impressed. Alright, so then I've never done the clouds in this stamp set before, but we're going for it. I think it'll look really, really good. And again, I still want it on the left side. I'm just trying to picture where I'm going with this. Give this a quick rub because I don't think I've ever used that one before. And then here we go. So let's gray granite. And I might keep the ink out because I might do a little more with it. So slightly off. And then I'm going to add a little more on the side. And we just kind of continue. There we go. Oh, that looks really, really good. I love it. Very picturesque. Then lastly, we gotta do happy birthday. Now, happy birthday, I'm gonna use the celebration stamp set. And here's the remaining pieces for the card, but we'll get there shortly. So, day to celebrate. I'm gonna do happy birthday on a small piece of paper. Got this nice little strip here, which I think will look really good. It's a Night of Navy. And then bring that in. And there we go. Happy birthday. So then all that's left is really assemble the card. Now I'm going to try something with this card. It might not work well, but we all shall see. Now I'm just going to move some of these papers around because I got a little bit of ink on here. Let's hope it doesn't ruin my thing. But that looks really good. So I have this. Now, this is the same size, so my card base is going to be blue. That way kind of works with the blue, but I want to put like a white border, but I cut this to the same size for the front. Now we're going to do a neat technique, so I was going to use the die to make a neat edge as my drawing shows, but it's not going to work, so I'm going to little bit on the side tear the paper, because that's why this beautiful piece is so small, because I want to be able to see the texture of the torn paper. Okay, there's one. Now I gotta do all four corners. Because I realize I gotta do a bigger version of this card, and my die is not gonna do a bigger version. That's the biggest die I pulled out, so it's like, oh. But that neat torn look, then that on top, I think might look really cool. I could be wrong. We'll see. And I want the really rough texture to be showing on the tearing. And then one last. That's why I left it so big to start, so I could really work on tearing it up. And if you guys like this card, let me know. Feedback. So there we go. There is our piece. Then that's going to go on with dimensionals. And then this, either down here. I just want to put it up for some reason. And happy birthday. It's not bad. It could be better. I kind of like it. Yeah, it's different. I'll think on it. But that's part of experimenting. I was having a conversation with Elaine earlier, and I said, like, I get self-conscious. I think about I'm not creative enough. I can't design stuff. But I'm like, you know what? Sometimes it's just start somewhere. So I'm just going to work some of the edges as needed. I'm going to put that on centered. There we go. And that's going to go on with dimensionals in the center. And then I feel like it needs something, but I'm mixed about that torn edge. I really, really am. But let's see it with dimensionals. Well, if I don't like it, I can always redo it until I get the right look to it. Maybe I will try one with that die, just to see the difference. The only problem is, it needs to be a bigger die, so I don't know what I'm going to do yet. But that's okay. Yeah, my sweater's bugging me. So then I'm going to put that on, hopefully centered, which is not. There we go. It's not centered, but that's okay. And then the happy birthday. I don't want to cover the water. I really like it. That water look. I'm going to cover the clouds. Now I gotta ponder on this idea. And there we go. There's our card. I mean, I really like it. I gotta think on it. It's like a piece of artwork. I'm getting an idea. Okay, I'm still getting an idea. Shoot. I need to pull this off for a sec. Problem is, I'm going to lose the dimensionals. And that's okay, but I really have a crazy idea. Let me see if I can salvage the dimensionals. If not, it's okay. Just because I feel like this white tag needs something. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Alright, I got an idea. We're going to bring back that cloud. I might use the other one. Why not? I just feel like it needs to be gray for some reason. I don't care if it doesn't fully stamp well. I just think this will be a really, really good idea. There we go. I just stamped over top. Yes. It just needed to kind of work with the clouds. So I'm just going to color that or clean that. Put that away. Oh, that was a good idea. I got to glue that back on very carefully. See if I can. There we go. Oh, there we go. That just looks better. Okay. Yes. I'm happy with it. It could use some bling, but I'm going to hold off on that for now. I just think it looks really, really good. Yeah, there's the card. I'm going to ponder on it, sit on it for a few days and decide if that's going to be the draft that I'm going to make for something special. Anyway, so friends, I'm going to go. And we'll see you. Have a great night. Hope you loved the card. Let me know what you think of it. If you're watching live or even a replay, let me know. Do you really like it? Because this one I can give out. This is just a sample one to kind of work out the concept. Bye, everyone. Have a good night. And buy me a coffee.